Hey, Sam McKinney here with the Wildcat Golf Academy. Today what I want to talk to you about is ball position when you're changing your alignment to hit more of a lofted shot, like a flop shot or something that you want to get up in the air around the green. So what I see a lot of people make the mistake of is they change their foot position, but they don't change their ball position. So if I took my setup and I have this T alignment device, this aid from I-Line Golf, which is a great little tool to help out with ball position. And I have it on the ground, and if I was just going to take just a normal chip shot, my feet are going to be pretty close together, and the ball position is really going to be in the middle of my stance just based on the fact that my feet are so close together, okay? And I'm going to have a little bit of weight into my lead foot, okay? That's a pretty standard chipping motion or chip setup. When we want to then change position to hit a little bit more of a lofted shot, either a flop shot or something, or we want to get up in the air more than just a chip shot, what we want to do is we want to move our feet to the left or aim our body to the left, but we also have to feel like we're moving the ball up in our stance. So what I mean by that is, if I was going to go in this direction towards the brick wall, if I move my foot alignment, which is this here, and I move it to the left, well, now the ball position moves, okay? So from this position, if I move my body to the left, you can see that this red line at the end here, this red part of the alignment stick, is also going to move what appears to be the left. So ball position is always going to stay perpendicular to our stance. So with the alignment stick on the ground, and that's where the ball is, when I move my stance to the left ever so slightly, now when I take my stance, you can see where the ball alignment aid is pointing. It appears that the ball now is up in our stance. It really isn't. It's just perpendicular to our stance. So we've just moved it up slightly to adjust to our foot stance. So we went from a square position here with the ball for a normal chip shot of some sort, just a low running shot. And then when I decide to move my stance, okay, I gotta feel like the ball's moving with me and it's moving up in my stance. So then I take my alignment aid, I move it slightly to the left, and then I adjust the ball, okay, and now I'm ready to go. Now I can take my setup position. It's really, really critical because far too often, if I get rid of this alignment aid, far too often what we see, these people will set up, and especially if they're new and trying to figure out how to hit a flop shot or a more lofted shot, they'll set up in a square position and then try to adjust themselves, and they'll move their feet because people will say, oh, you have to be open to your target to hit more lofted shots. So they'll just move their feet, not the ball. And what ends up happening is the ball goes back in their stance essentially because of where their feet are pointing. And when that happens, it's very difficult to get the club head back to the ball. It's very difficult to get that loft that you're looking for because of how we're supposed to be able to release the club properly for that type of shot. So really pay attention to your ball position when you're starting to shift your feet and aim more to the left, hit more of a lofted shot. I suggest an alignment aid like this, or two sticks, two clubs that you can put together to measure where the ball is. If you do that, I know you'll get better at that shot.